Alright, today we're talking about Disney and the parks, of course. And today we're going to stay in California for it. As we already went through what Disney California Adventure, big plans, and mainly it's just Avengers Campus. So now we're going to talk about what Disneyland is doing. As Disneyland is getting a new parade next year, which we know will be named Magic Happens. As it is supposedly debuting in the spring of 2020 with a soundtrack produced in partnership with Todrick Hall and will include floats on Moana, Sleeping Beauty, Coco, and more. So this parade really sounds spectacular, and I wished it was really coming to Walt Disney World, as Walt Disney World and Magic Kingdom is really in need of a new parade, or just a parade in general. But it is coming to Disneyland, so at least we're getting a new parade of some type. Then we got Guardians of the Galaxy Edge, because you know that construction isn't over yet, because we still have the big e-ticket ride that hasn't opened, which of course is Rise of the Resistance, which is scheduled to open on January 17th, 2020, which more than likely, as Hollywood Studios did have media go into theirs, so more than likely, like a couple weeks before, we'll be pre-running and test running with Disneyland pass holders or cast members of Disneyland, more like that. They'll be test running though, more than likely, and you'll see it. Then we've got Mickey's and Minnie's Runaway Railway, along with the Toontown Overhaul, which Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway will be opening in 2022 in the El Capitan Theater. And it's supposedly going to be different than Walt Disney World's version in some type of fashion, even though if it is just minor details like you need a queue and facade, like the El Capitan Theater instead of the Great Chinese Theater. And Toontown itself might actually get a whole refresh to go along with it. We just don't know much details of this refresh yet, but it is supposed to be demolishing some backstage areas for expansion, but don't worry, your favorite rides are staying for now. Now here's the big land as speculated that is going to be changed, as in Tomorrowland, as there has been some work done on Tomorrowland already. They have taken out some rocks, and they took out that one ride, but I'm pretty sure they're just refurbishing it. But the abandoned People Mover tracks are supposedly finally planned to be demolished at some point in the early 2020 season, as been mentioned by the time frame that Disney has said, according to rumors. I don't really know. I'm not a part of those rumors. I just report on those rumors. But there's also some sort of Tron roller coaster that has been proposed for Disneyland. More than likely the Light Cycle coaster that is in Shanghai and in going to Magic Kingdom's Tomorrowland, of course. Or it could possibly be something unique. But it wouldn't open until 2022 at the very earliest. There's also rumors it could be a two-phase overhaul plan, with the first half being in the 2020s and then the second half being later in the 2020s. But the first half is more like demolishing existing structures, kind of like what Magic Kingdom's doing with theirs right now, with just taking out old rides and trying to put in the new. But it is also said that the overhaul is really on the back burner and isn't supposedly coming anytime soon for Disneyland. As this could be like one of those overhauls that we slowly see happen over the next 10 years, where little things just happen here and there, and then once the 10 years happens, we finally see the full progress of this whole Tomorrowland reverb. Another major thing that's being speculated for Disneyland is a Fantasyland expansion, as Magic Kingdom got one, so it's time for Disneyland to get their expansion. As a major Fantasyland expansion may just be the next big project after Star Wars Galaxy's Edge and the Toontown refurb. But we don't really have much word yet of what is going on. Most people think Frozen could be the next big expansion for Fantasyland, or they could do a mimic of what Walt Disney World did and put the Seven Dwarfs right in, or they could start putting some of those really good animatronics that we're seeing across the seas at Shanghai, and Japan's getting one of like Beauty and the Beast, and maybe we see a Frozen dark ride or just something in particular for some type of princessy type thing coming to Disneyland. Well, as you can tell, Disneyland really doesn't have much planned for anything at the moment, as it really is all speculation of what's coming, other than Rise of the Resistance, which is supposed to be coming 2020, and the Magic Happens Parade, which is also coming in 2020. So really, we're just speculating what's next. As Toontown getting refurbed, when's Tomorrowland getting refurbed, and when's our next Fantasyland expansion coming? Well, that's all I have for you guys today. So leave a suggestion for a new video down in the comments below, and who knows, your suggestion may just be in the next video. Thanks for watching, everybody. And of course, make sure you're weaving through every day just like it's your last.